What's up guys, Carl's Hope here. Gonna do a quick video tonight. It's been a few days, so I figured that we would go and do a round 2 of the Fairfield starting 9. Had this last baseball Fairfield pack of 100 cards in one pack sitting around, so figured we'd give it another try. Maybe get a bunch of my other subs into it, and who knows? Maybe if we get enough guys in, maybe there'll be a prize at the end. So you can see we have Chris Archer here on the front. I'm going to try and do this pretty quick, and I'm not quite sure what pack that is. So maybe a upper deck pack. And if you look closely, you can see that there is a thicker stock card in there. So I'm thinking that this one has a hit in it. But let's get right to it. I'm going to try not to dwell on the names or the years and makes of the card. I'm just going to try and separate these out into positions and then put together the best team from there. I think that's probably the way that the video will go quickest. Oh, we have actually a 1992 Leaf. That's the first time I've seen one of these in this box, so that's pretty cool. So let's get right to it. The first half. Yeah, let's say Chris Archer. I'll put him in pitchers. And we got outfielder, pitcher, outfield. Charles Herbert Klein. I don't know who he is. Anyway, so we're gonna put him aside. Shortstop, first base. Pitcher, it's an outfield, pitcher, catcher, at least we got a catcher out of it, so that was a pitcher, Juan Gonzalez, outfielder, another pitcher, a lighter pitcher, we got Jeff McKnight. First, third, and second base. Lenny Harris, third base. Pitcher, first base. The leader's card, put that aside. Another catcher. We got shortstop. And we've got Dave Anderson, I believe he was an out, but not third base, shortstop. And we got pitcher, catcher, outfielder, first base. Next part of that stack, we got third base. We got Edgar Martinez, let's see, DH. We got this is one of those Looney Tunes cards. We'll put that one aside. Pitcher. Outfielder. Ray Durham. I think he was outfielder. No, second base maybe. I can't see. It says position. Really sure. No, Ray Durham. I'll put him aside. I don't think he's gonna make the cut anyway. Another pitcher, outfielder. That's a nice card. Al Oliver, outfielder. Drake Royce, pitcher. Misty Baker, outfielder. There's our hit, and that is Connor Olio. So I'll have to look him up later. I got Ozzie Guillen, shortstop, outfield, Warren Samuel, infielder, second base, and we got pitcher, R.J. Reynolds, outfielder, Jimmy Moore, pitcher. This is not really that great a box so far from what I'm seeing. Pitcher, Maury Wills, manager. Okay, second stack. Pitcher. Outfield. Second base. Outfield. Catcher. Decent amount of catchers. More catchers than I think I've had in any box before. There's a Met for the PC, Matt Reynolds, shortstop. And Junior Felix, outfield. Jack Armstrong, pitcher. Seem to get Jack Armstrong in a lot of these boxes. Barry Jones, pitcher. Dale Mahorchik, pitcher. Sabo, third base. Barry Hoffman, pitcher. Ooh, Dale Murphy, nice card. Outfielder, Tony Phillips, second and third. And up here. Outfield, pitcher. Lots of pitchers and outfielders. I guess that's typical. Shortstop. Catcher. Catcher heavy pack. Second base. Shortstop. Pitcher. Shortstop. Pitcher. Mike Huff. That's double card, so we're gonna put that aside. Pitcher. Troy Neal, rookie card. Bruce Gossage. Don Morris, I believe he was a pitcher. I could be wrong, outfielder maybe. Outfield. Mark Davis, pitcher, right? Yep, pitcher. Mike Stanley, catcher. Jeff Kent, second base. Jack Dowell, Darren Dalton, Mike Witt, Juan Agosto, Keaton Capelia, outfield. Randy Tomlin, Matt Young, pitcher, outfield, pitcher, catcher. A lot of catchers to choose from. Pitcher, outfielder, second base, pitcher, another pitcher, and pitcher. Okay, so that's the box. We're at 8 minutes. Trying to get this done around 12 minutes. So we got Bagwell, first base. Oh, we got a gold card of Ben McDonald. Dickie Thon, shortstop. Mark Carrion, outfield. Lee Smith. Sean Dunston. Bill Pacoda, third base. Vince Coleman, outfield. DeSarcina, shortstop. Carlos Hernandez, catcher. John Olerud, first base. Manwaring, catcher. Pitcher, catcher. And shortstop. Okay, so let's go position by position. We'll start with some of the positions that I think look really thin. Let's see, we got here. So we got Ron Oster, second base. Robbie Thompson, Jeff Kent, Jerry Brown, Tony Phillips, Johnny Giovatella, and Juan Samuel. I'm going to go Jeff Kent, not because he's a Met, just because I think he's probably the best at hitting second baseman that I have here. And then we're going to go shortstop. So shortstop, we got Troy Tulowitzki, not bad. Tony Fernandez, Gary DeSarcina, Sean Dunston, Dickie Thon, Gary Templeton, Jose Vizcaíno, Walt Weiss, Matt Reynolds, Isaac Guillen, and Bill Russell. Tough. No Hall of Famers again. Let's see if I get this to focus. Bill Russell was kind of a light hitting good fielder. I'm probably gonna have to go Troy Tulowitzki here, only because even for his career, he was a decent hitting shortstop. Although we definitely got some good fielding shortstops: Tony Fernandez, Sean Dunston. I mean, Sean Dunston's probably a close second. Gary Templeton, good fielding. Jose Vizcaíno. But I think Troy Tulowitzki is the play there. Let's go with third base. So third base, we have Bill Pecota, Chris Sabo, Luis Salazar, Dave Anderson, Lenny Harris, and Jeff McKnight. Interesting that we got two bad infielders for the Mets. Gonna go Chris Sabo there. Again, no Hall of Famers. Let's go first base. First base is gonna be tough. So we got Johnny Olerud. Actually, no, it's not. So we got Bagwell, Hall of Famer. But decent, really. I mean, Tino, Kent Herbeck, Mark Race, and John Olerud. Really can't go wrong with any of those guys, but Bagwell wins out since he's the Hall of Famer. Let's go to catcher. So we'll go with, let's see, Darren Fletcher, Kurt Manwaring, Carlos Hernandez, Sandy Alomar, Darren Dalton, Mike Stanley, Mark Parent, Miguel Montero, Scott Bradley, John Flaherty, and Tom Prince. I'm going to go with Darren Dalton, best hitting shortstop of the bunch right there, although probably could make an argument for Sandy Alomar. And yeah, that's about it for us good hitting catchers. Let's go to outfielders. So we need to pick three of this bunch. Vince Coleman, Mark Carrion, Darrell Hamilton, Greg Gross, Pete Incaviglia, John Morris, Troy Neal, Candy Maldonado. Dale Murphy's going to be one, that's for sure. Junior Felix, Abraham Almonte, Brandon Barnes, RJ Reynolds, Jeff Leonard, Dusty Baker. Gotta put Dusty Baker in there. Stan Jefferson, Al Oliver's got to probably be there. Brett Butler, Pat Sheridan. Let's see what we get. Tony Phillips, Juan Gonzalez, Deion Sanders, Adam Duvall, and Jay Bruce. So out of those guys, so we got to pick two. So I think we're definitely going to go with Dale Murphy, no doubt about that. I think we got to go with Juan Gonzalez just because of the bat, even though, like, I mean, he's definitely a potential Hall of Famer, but he, you know, obviously was around the time of all the juicers. This is going to be tough. So if I had to pick Deion, man, this is, let's see what we got here. So for Dusty Baker, I mean, not as good as I thought he was. 29.97 back in 1980. Batting average, 300 or 280 career hitter. Al Oliver, for his lifetime, had 180 home runs, 300 batting average. It's gonna be tough. Where do we go with a true center fielder? We go with Deion or Brett Butler. Brett Butler's kind of light hitting, so we're gonna toss him out, put him aside. And you know what? We're gonna put Dale Murphy in center field, and I think I'm gonna go with Al Oliver, believe it or not, over Dusty Baker. I know Al Oliver's a great hitter, so we'll go with that. Now for pitchers, we'll go with the DH. We'll pretend we're playing in the American League with this lineup. So there's a Hall of Famer there, and Edgar Martinez. Pitcher is going to be kind of tough. Let's see what we got. Russ Swan, Lee Smith. There's our closer. So we're actually not going with the starting 9. We're going with the starting 9+. Let's see, Ben McDonald, Clay Buchholz, Carlos Carrasco, decent pitcher. We got the Chris Archer, but we'll take the future stars for the Chris Archer. John Lester, decent pitcher. Smiley's a decent pitcher. Mark Lee, no. Derek Lilquist, no. Gary Wayne, no. Matt Young. Randy Tomlin, Juan Agosto, Mike Witt, Jack McDowell. Blackjack was a decent pitcher. Mark Davis, Rich Gossage, Bob Kipper, Tim Burstis, Mark Knudsen, Storm Davis, Guy Hoffman, Dale Mahorchik, Barry Jones, Jack Armstrong, and who's that? Jumbo Diaz, Chris Coderoli, Andy Hawkins, Jamie Moyer, Clint Zavaras, Jerry Royce, Dennis Eckersley, Tom Bolton, Kim Slayton, Juan Agosto, David Getty, Rich Rodriguez, Mark Leiter, Kevin Gross, Greg Swindell, Rodrigo Lopez, John Candelaria, and Brad Boxberger. Wow, all those pitchers. We got closers, plenty. So we'll go with the Eck. He was the first in the hall. And then starters, we'll go with, it's a tough call. But, and we'll go with Chris Archer since he was on the front of the box. And we'll go with Maury Wills as our manager. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's lay it out. We got our outfield. It's going to be Juan Gonzalez, Al Oliver, and Dale Murphy. We got our shortstop is Troy Tulowitzki. Our second baseman is Jeff Kent. Third baseman is Chris Sabo. DH and manager over here. We're going to do the pitcher. We got our closer and our starter. And our catcher is going to be Darren Dalton. And we can't see all this. And Jeff Bagwell's going to be our first base. So let's move this back just a little bit. I'll try and get it closer. There we go. Okay. So this is what we got. Juan Gonzalez, Dale Murphy, and Al Oliver in the outfield. And across the diamond, we go with Bagwell, Kent, Tulowitzki, and Sabo. We got Chris Archer starting, Dennis Eckersley closing, Darren Dalton catching, Edgar Martinez as DH, and Maury Wills as our manager. There it is, the Fairfield starting 9 plus a couple, and not the greatest box. I think I actually had a better starting lineup the first time, although this lineup's not by any means weak, but in terms of Hall of Famers, really it's just Dennis Eckersley and Jeff Bagwell, and that's about it. So there it is, guys. Oh, and Edgar Martinez. So there it is, guys. That's the Fairfield starting 9 this time around. If you want to take part, please do. Use the hashtag Fairfield starting 9. Spell out the 9. Don't put the number 9. This way I can look them all up and we can compare lineups and see how many people we get. And, you know, like I said, who knows? Maybe I'll send out a little prize if somebody really comes out with a kick butt lineup out of one of these Fairfield boxes. But that's it for now, guys. Sorry the video's a little long, and I will see you soon.